Gamer Dude 2088, and as we come to an end of Overwatch Competitive Season 8 and the beginning of Season 9, I want to share my thoughts of, what was going on with me as I made my return to the game. So, I want to first start off about the placements that I did and everything. I started out playing the game again because I had took a hiatus from the game for about a year, but I started playing the game again just kind of like a little bit, just messing around, jokingly, so to speak. And I saw myself starting to get that urge to I gotta really do this again. So what ended up happening was I started getting serious again, and at first I was kind of one tricking with Roadhog because I kind of fell in love with the hook. Got to get everybody hooked on Roadhog and everything, and it just wasn't working out. But I placed at high silver, just about 200 SR, maybe a little less shy of gold, which is pretty fair for me since I haven't played for about a year because I originally started on console and this is PC that I'm playing on. And I was a high gold, pretty shy of plat when I was playing on console. So, I guess coming back, I'm not too far away. Just a little work that will have to be done. So I know some of you that watch my content in the past probably wonder, where you went, where you've been, where you gone. Well, I had a little issues with my YouTube content, which is kind of funny and ironic now that YouTube demonetized my whole channel for not meeting the current criteria that is required to be monetized since they change their policies practically every year. But oh well, that doesn't matter anymore. But back then it was more like, oh, I gotta get all the ads in. I must get all the ads in, and it was probably only roughly 70 people that actually watch, and maybe a few of them watch the videos more than one time, so I get probably on average anywhere from 70 to 100 views or so. So it was well, not that many people really was watching the content for me to really make anything significant. And I look back at it like it was silly, like I quit the game just because I couldn't get ads sent. Well, I guess things change. You learn from your mistakes in the same way you should learn from your mistakes in playing Overwatch. Learn from my mistakes by quitting Overwatch. So I could have been a lot further and a lot better off than I am now had I not made that mistake in the past. But since it did happen, well, I guess we just got to put it all behind us and move forward and move on because there's so much better. And I want to get better at the game, and I want to do good and put out great content so a lot of people can be like, hey, man, I remember when this guy was in bronze, man, look at where he at now. I kind of want to have that kind of thing going on, so we're going to work toward it and we're going to make it happen. Like most of us, we place pretty decently or whatever, and then we start to fall and fall and fall, and it's like, man, I was in one rank, I placed, and then fall into the rank below it, nah, I can't get out of that rank type of situation. And, I placed it pretty high silver and fell down to mid bronze. It was kind of devastating. I even had some joking stream where it was like forever a bronze, which I really didn't mean it. But then, I started getting bashed by people that come out to my stream like, oh, he finally admits it. No, I don't admit to anything. No, never being defeated. Even when we lose, we come back and we become stronger. And that's definitely wasn't a defeat for me. It was just me joking because I was having poor internet connections and it was causing me to lag out, and sometimes I'm able to reconnect and join back into the game, which resulted into a loss because now they stuck in a 5v6 because they're down a man. I was feeling bad because I was letting my team down because I wasn't there to fill in my role. And then other times I had got suspended because it just didn't get me back in time in those moments. I even rage quit my stream at one moment. I was going to put a video out about it, and I didn't do it just because I was missing some of the footage because my OBS died along with the game dying, so it didn't record the footage that I was gonna make that video when I had rage quit because my game lost connection. So I did make some improvements there. You know, got with my internet provider, got a new modem, and found out it wasn't just the modem that was the issue. It was my Ethernet cable as well. So I swapped my Ethernet cables, the one I had normally plug into my console. I swapped that one into my PC. And now everything runs fine, and I didn't have that problem, and I easily got out of bronze back into silver. And I kind of stopped once I got back into silver because I knew that the competitive was ending soon, and I'm like, all right, I'm doing pretty good. Let me just go into quick play and get a little more practice, and we'll be ready for next season to do a lot better. The next thing I'm planning to work on is just improving in the areas where I'm lacking at. And mostly my mechanical aim is just trying to get better there because it's dog shit, man. It's improving a little bit. I have noticed subtle changes with it. My game sense for the level that I'm on is generally okay. I think I need to call things out more because I'm usually the shot caller because I like shot calling. I like, giving everybody the information that's needed. I really like when other people are shot calling, so that means I'll have very little information I have to give, and then I can focus mostly on what's going on in the game because we had somebody else doing all the major shot calling. But that's generally not the case. So a lot of times, no matter what position I'm playing, whether it's tank support or DPS, I'm generally calling shots just because you need to focus targets. You need to focus on things, and focusing on just that general game, gameplay in its own. It's pretty important for me. Because I think positioning wise, I do have decent positioning for the rank I'm in and the level I'm playing at, and then as far as game sense is usually decent as well, better than most on my level because I'm usually calling out the things that they don't see most of the time, or that they don't notice whether my team listens to me or not. We just pay for it for when they don't listen, and when they do listen, we punish the enemy for it for being out of position. Things of that sort. Like this moment right here where I'm like, "Yo, mercy," and everybody just like go and just stomp right all over. But yeah, it's those subtle things that's really important, especially if you're a shot caller, or if you just the person that noticed something that nobody else noticed. It's really important to call it out because if I'm on your team, whatever I'm doing is going to stop. Because that's probably going to be threatening, especially if you're a support player, because I'm going to just stop what I'm doing as the DPS and go handle my support. Even if I'm the tank, I'm like, hold on, we're going to have to take care of this because we can't push through this choker. We can't make it through here in this next little area because we lost our support, because in most cases it's usually one tank, one support in these lower ranks as further as silver and bronze go, as I see. Usually that's what it is because nobody wants to play tank, not even a tank main like myself. I then went over to being a DPS main. So it's like just a few things that I want to work on, just getting familiar with the heroes. I've been playing a little Tracer as well because I'm trying to expand, because I'm like, if I'm going to play DPS, I got to play DPS. So I'm trying to expand my hero pool. Sometimes I play Reaper, but I'm trying to do Tracer more than Reaper just because of the mobility and a little bit more. Well, Reaper has self-sustain as well, but just a little more self-sustain and being able to move in and out of areas quite rapidly. So I'm trying to expand in the hero pool there. I'm well versed with Pharah, and I was trying Genji, but Moira is a thing, and man, the range on her primary fire is way too much. So, and that's a problem in the lower ranks like Platinum all the way down. I don't know about Diamond and above, but as far as my friends that's in Platinum and Gold, man, that play Genji, oh my god, it's a Genji's nightmare, and she definitely need about 5 meters off that 20-meter range nerfed. And I'm sure you probably agree with me, and if you do, make sure you hit a thumbs up on the video. This is video footage right here, as choppy as it looks. I'm still working on my settings, trying to get that together, but for this video footage right here, Is probably the last game I played of the competitive season 8. So it wasn't my very best game, but it definitely was one of my best. So you can kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm playing in this game. And it just want to talk about where I think I should place and where I think I will place as further as season 9 go. I'm sure I'm going to hit high silver. I'm well more positive, even though I did it as Roadhog for season 8 just off of shits and giggles and placed high silver. I'm more than positive with me actually full on hardcore and trying as Soldier 76 and other DPS heroes that I play, and whenever I flex to the tank, that I will place high silver again. Where I want to place is low gold. I'm sure I should be able to play on a gold level. I believe I'm about there. And you know, a lot of people always talk about, like, I belong in this rank, I belong in that rank. I don't believe I belong in gold, but I believe that I'm getting to the point where I should be able to play at that level. So I just gotta prove it to myself that I can play at a gold level so I can make that first shot at platinum finally. So that's what I'm looking to do in season 9. Season 9 to reach heights in gold that I haven't reached before, and possibly get plat before the end of it. So if I can do that, that'd be great. But the most important thing is getting into gold. And once I get there, then then I know the sky's the limit. The improvement is possible, and I've been doing various practices and all kind of things, training and all kind of stuff. And I'll probably talk about more of that in a later video and everything, because I got a few videos lined up for more Overwatch content and kind of the things I want to talk about, especially dealing with me trying to make it all the way to top 500, because I want to do that. I want to do that, and why not? I mean, if I can make it to a Grandmaster, if I can make it to Platinum, that would be the biggest step for me. If I can make it to Platinum, then I know I can go further. I know I can go further, and at that point, that will be me actually learning Overwatch, because they always classify Overwatch into 2 categories: Platinum below, Diamond and above. So once I can make it that far, then I know there's definitely room for me to get even further in the game. But I took enough of your time, and this is the Gamer Dude signing out. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video and my thoughts and everything that I was talking about as far as, you know, me improving and everything, and where I look to be in the future, and all of those kind of good things. And if you do, please give the video a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't, and if you're already subscribed and you're just hitting the subscribe, join the notification squad so you can get these videos soon as they go live. And once again, this is the Gamer Dude signing out. See you in the next video. Deuces.